Welcome everyone, this is Alex Burke from the Salem Museum and Historical Society. And for this week's installment of Around Town, a historic video tour of Salem, we're here standing on the Roanoke Salem Greenway. And we're here to talk about Salem's first settlers, the Virginia Indians. And archaeologists have dated the first impact of Native Americans into this area happened around 8,000, 9,000 BCE. And they were mostly the hunter-gatherer types, coming into the area following herds of animals coming with them. But around the year 1400 is when native archaeologists had started to picture and start to figure out villages started to pop up in this area. Thanks to the very fertile farmland, it was a good place to live. And they mostly set up around the rivers, like the one behind me, the Roanoke River behind me. But rivers were basically the highway system for the Native Americans, and they were a very important piece of very important in their life. But one such village that popped up was called the Totara Town, which is part of the Tutelo Indians, which was part of the Monacan Indian Nation. In 1671, British explorers Thomas Batts and Robert Fallam actually visited this town, and it's the first known meeting of Native Americans and whites explorers to come into Salem. It's a very important historical place for the community itself, but it's been lost to history. Archaeologists believe, though, it was actually in this general area, thanks to a dig that was done in the 1990s called the Graham White Dig. And there they found all sorts of different Native American artifacts like arrowheads, stone tools, gaming pieces, shards of pottery. They found beads that were used for currency and decorations for necklace. But the really unique thing was they found a trigger from a gun known as a Snaphance from the 1600s. And that trigger is actually covered in a different video for our White Club Wednesday series. I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. But that trigger signifies that there was some connection between Europeans and Native Americans at this location. And it's highly possible that this was the location of the infamous Totara Town. But ultimately that will never be known. The Tutelos stayed in Salem for about another 50 years up until the 1730s, when them and the Monacan Indians left forever because of a war with the Shawnee and Cherokee, thus leaving the Roanoke Valley open for settlers to come in the 1740s and 1750s. But that's going to conclude it, everyone, for this week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Alex Burke from the Salem Museum and Historical Society. I'll see you next time around town.